am not allowed to buy any new games, and here's why.
Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. Hello, gamers and collectors. It's your boy Cantman, bringing that JRPG and fan service content you deserve. And why did I say I'm not allowed to buy any new games? Well, that's because I have a particular problem, and that is I love buying new games. And I mean, as a gamer, that shouldn't be a problem because I love gaming, I love talking about games, and you know, that's what you should do as a gamer, is buy new games. But why is it a problem for me? That's because I have the tendency of buying new games without finishing the ones I've already been playing. So then I get kind of backtracked and overwhelmed of beating games and never finishing them. And I am going to do something about it. So that's why I am putting myself on a ban from buying new games until I start beating some of the games that's in my backlog. It is halfway through the year and I have not beaten Dynasty Warriors Origins, Ninja Gaiden Black 2. The list goes on of other games I need to beat. The thing about backlogs is there's never seems to be a true end to it. I mean, there's always going to be games that you're going to play over other games because of your love with that game, or if that game made you feel something amazing, or if it's one of your favorite games in your franchise or whatever. So it's going to happen. But today, at least starting today, I am going to make an effort to start beating games in my backlog before I'm able to buy new games. And there's a lot of new games that I have been wanting to play, like Expedition 33, 100 Line Defense Academy, Stellar Blade for PC. And it feels like I cannot buy those games until I beat the ones that I've played before. So here is my list of my gaming backlog I have. Now, not every game is on here just yet because I'm still need to add in certain games that I know I need to play and beat, like Dynasty Warriors Origins, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and Atelier Yumié, and Venus Vacation. Even though I did technically beat that game, I still want 100% the game, so I'm not done with it because I have to look at all the scenarios, which I'm currently working on as we speak. So there's a lot of games on here that I need to play, between my PlayStation 5 games, my Nintendo Switch games, some Steam games, as well as a few other ones that I've been slowly trying to play between emulators and other stuff. But mostly these are all console and some Steam games that I still need to add on here. And this is a lot of games. Look at all these games that I have, from visual novels to adventure games to JRPGs, and plenty of different types of games that I need to put on here and actually complete. Actually, this one I actually did already complete. Fairy Tail, you can't really see it right now. Fairy Tail, let me zoom in on this. Fairy Tail 1 I did complete. I beat that game completely, and I actually 100%ed that game. Platinum, it's on the channel. So we can actually delete this right here live because I've already did beat that. But other games on here, I do need to beat. This is a visual novel from Dead or Alive 5 and 6 that I haven't actually beaten the story. I do want to play them over and platinum the game. Disaster Report 4, Fate, Fire Emblem, Gelgun. The list goes on. There's a lot of games, and I've continued to play it. Now I am playing Yeast Nordis, which is already on the channel, and I've been playing it, but I need to beat it and I need to finish it. But Shining Resonance Refined, I have been playing this as well on the second channel. You know, Burst Renewal I did play and beat, so we can actually remove this as well because we did beat that and complete that, which is on the channel already. What else is on here that I've already beaten? I haven't really like updated this in a while, but I think it's still somewhat accurate. But the point is, this list needs to come down with games because there's certain games that I need to beat before I'm able to buy new ones. And I want to know, how intensively is your backlog when it comes to gaming? Do you try to beat games before you move on? Is your backlog worse than mine or just as bad? Do you take this kind of measures to really go through and figure out how long a game is going to take to beat? And this is a very intensive list that I went through. Now it goes through from, let me go back out. It goes from how long a game is going to be, how long that it will take, for how long did I take to beat the game, which is to be determined how long I played it, and like so forth of how long I played it. Then is it released? Yes. If I purchased it, yes. If it's physically or digitally, or if it's on PS5 or Nintendo Switch or Steam, and what type of game it is. Now, when it comes to most JRPGs, it's going to take some time to beat those games because they're very lengthy. Sometimes some platformers can be pretty easy to get through, depending on how long the story is and how good you are at them. And like certain games, like Dynasty Wars games, can be hit or miss and stuff. But you know, I am serious about completing a lot of games in my backlog, and this is the role of me doing it if I want to buy new games. That is why I am not allowed to buy any new games, because my backlog is building up quite a bit and I'm not finishing games. And I don't know why. Sometimes it's more so just finishing the game because I'm having too much fun with the game and I don't want to finish it. Other times it's just that I forget, or I get neglected and I play other games because it's the new shiny toy, so you want to play that. But gaming is a very expensive hobby, especially nowadays, and I cannot be wasting $20 to $60 on games that I'm not going to finish. That's the thing. If I'm not going to finish a game, then it's kind of a waste of money at that point. So with that being said, you will start to see some of these games that you've already seen playthroughs of on the second channel, of me playing it and getting through it, or making videos on it on the main channel and stuff. But you will start to see a lot of new videos or playthroughs on the second channel, so I can get through these, so I can play games. Now, my deadline is to beat like 5 or 6 games before June 11th, because in that time I can allow myself to buy Stellar Blade for PC. That's my conditions. If I'm able to beat 5 or 6 games before that date, I'm allowed to buy Stellar Blade. And I want to buy Stellar Blade again, because I already do have it. I already have it on PS5, but I want to buy it on PC. So I got some work to do. Another condition: I'm not allowed to buy Stellar Blade for PC until I get this platinum trophy. So that's another thing I'm going to be working on too, because I'm like 2 trophies away, and it's to fishing. That's it. It's just fishing. So I'm gonna work on that. So anyway, that is my plan on beating my backlog and also allowing myself to play new games once I beat games that have already been playing. So with that being said, let me know if you guys are the same way when it comes to your backlog. How diligent are you with your backlog? Are you like me, where you're just addicted to buying new games, or you actually take your time to beat the one game before you move on? Most of it is FOMO as well sometimes, where I feels like I'm missing out if I don't buy the game right away, but then I never get to it right away, so then it defeats the purpose of me buying it right then and there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing for more. If you can relate to my problem, let me know down in the comments down below, because I'd really like to know how you guys feel. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm trying to hit 15K by the end of the year, and with your help and support, I can definitely do that. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video next time. Bye me.